Alrighty, so we are in space right now. According to Ada, we are in low orbit of Terra 2, I see. What is this? Obsidian skull. Forged under pressure, this decorative skull is carved from volcanic rock. Sometimes when faced with a choice, the only proper response is to annihilate the people asking you to make it. What? The unreliable message terminal, authorized login sequence, recognized welcome captain, messages for Alex Hawthorne. Viewing messages for user Hawthorne A, please select from the following options. Hawthorne's unread messages. Unread message list from U. Bedford. From Udom Wingman's Wingman Bedford to Alex Wingman Hawthorne. Subject, thank you. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message. Silly me. I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around to your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Udom. Wait, so Alex Hawthorne the smuggler was double timing as a Spacer's Choice employee? Okay, unread messages only from Udom Bedford. I see. Hawthorne's archived messages. All from Udom Bedford. Dearest Alex, I can't tell you how pleased I am to finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I'm delighted by your sense of humor and the tale of your hijinks. I hope your terminal will cooperate for the foreseeable future. By the way, I was scraping Groundbreaker's comms network for tasty little tidbits, and I noticed you declined to dock at Edgewater's landing pad and instead touched down in the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. I only pray that idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. Anyway, I hope your meeting down on Terra 2 proves fruitful, and I look forward to corresponding with greater regularity. Your best friend, Udom. Well, Udom, Alex is dead. Yeah, Vicar Max mentioned Groundbreaker. Subject, hello, Alex, I don't know where you were raised, but I'd hazard to guess it may have been a barn, because anyone with even a modicum of decent rearing would know it's unforgivably rude to ignore the ardent sincere messages of one's friends. Best Udom, please respond. Subject, checking in. Dear Alex, hello, hope this finds you well. It was a pleasure to see you in my office again last week. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impounding mix-up. How could it have happened a second time? Terminals these days, I swear, dreadfully unreliable. Aha, just like your ship. I hope you've given some thought to that thing we discussed. You know, about the Wells fellow. Oh, Phineas Wells? I'm so sorry to press, but I have the strangest tickling feeling that you really do know him, and if you could just tell me where he is, well, it would be marvelous for our friendship, wouldn't it? Looking forward to seeing you again, Wingman, your dear friend Udom. I'm guessing Udom wants to know where Phineas Wells is, so he can get the bounty. If I remember correctly, there was a poster of Phineas Wells inside Constable Reyes' office. Subject, a pleasure. Dear Alex, hello, Udom here, Udom Bedford. We met when I accidentally impounded your ship. My silly fat fingers embarrassing me once again. I hope that wasn't too terribly inconvenient for you. It was such a pleasure for me, and I tremendously appreciate your forbearance in not throttling me. You really are quite a gentleman. If you are ever in Groundbreaker's airspace, well, space, please don't hesitate to look me up. The Lost Hope serves Spectrum vodka. Perhaps we could try every color, really tie one on. Let me know, your new friend Udom. What does it mean? Impounded your ship? It was a pleasure for me. Why? And I tremendously appreciate your forbearance in not throttling me. What? Very strange message. Hawthorns sent messages to Udom Bedford. Subject, no subject. Look, there is no call for shouting. My terminal was busted. Had a few too many and might have knocked it off the desk. You know how it is. Sometimes you just gotta cut loose. I'm not telling you where Wells is, so lay off. Buy me a drink at the Lost Hope next time I'm in, and I might forgive you. Alex Hawthorne. Logs. Log entry number 1. Viewing log entries from user Hawthorne A. Please select from the following options. Log entry number 1, titled Shrink Ray. Captain's Note SW001 Shrink Ray. Note to self, remember this later, know better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my point, I saw in actuality with my own 2 eyes a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab. Just sitting there for the taking. If the grey hair were to look away or forget about it maybe, or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing, by the achievement of other scientists who dare to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories. To be honest, laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fella wonder if there's more to the rumors, more to be had. AH. Log entry number 2, titled Hammer Power. The last time I got sloshed, I was imbibing at the Lost Hope. On the Groundbreaker. Look, Udom was really free with the drinks. He seems like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on 2 Mardets yammering on about a mad scientist some years back who'd claim he'd made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony, like none of us have heard that one before. But here is the good part. Mardets said the mad scientist kept yelling about the hammer's power or something similar, a strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat. Sure fits the bill. It could be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. AH. Log entry number 3, titled Black Market Leads. Captain's Note SW003 Black Market Leads. Why won't Wells just give the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back. Let the record show I did apologize for shutting him down 5 times, but architect be danged, it's just sitting there neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe out the good, hard-working folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Me, myself, and Irene? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. Acquire Phineas a science weapon. Acquire a science weapon on Groundbreaker. Terra 2. Looks like Earth, but there's a ring around it. If this is where Aldervaris sleeps, where is the shower? Aldervaris needs a long shower and also a long bath. She's dirty, she's sweaty, and she stinks, and she would like to have a long bath. Where is the bath on this ship? Where is the bath on this ship? Tell me, tell Aldervaris, show her. What is this? Puffball plant. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. Sign Adelaide. Wait, is this from Adelaide? This plant is from Adelaide? Thank you. Was this Sam? Was this robot Sam? There is no. The cleaning machine asked Ada about the SAM unit. There is no response from the automechanical unit. A serial number etched in its chassis includes the letters SAM. Okay, whose room is this? It is open. Huh? Wait, is this Parvati's room? I think it is Parvati's room, right? Maybe this is a photo of Robert. Oh yeah, photo of Parvati's father, a stern older man with warm eyes, Robert Holcomb. I wonder if the father has photos of Indumati, Parvati's mother. It would be impossible for Robert to not have Indumati's photo, right? I'm sure he has. Did he already give the photo to Parvati? I hope so. But if Parvati possesses her mother's photo, it would be here, right? So that means either Robert somehow didn't have Indumati's photo, or Parvati decided not to put them on display. Banged up toolbox, full of modified tools with unique mechanical usages. Digging around in here would be an easy way to lose a finger to a sawtoothed blade. Abigail, first wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. Parvati. Abigail. She names her machines and her tools. Abigail. The modern steel wrench and you. This book is heavily dog-eared with doodles in the margins. Petunia the plant. This is not a petunia. Oh, so Parvati just named it Petunia. Spacer's. Wait. Is she still not able to sever her connection with Spacer's choice? Interesting. Terror on Monarch. Okay, whose room is this? This one is still empty, I think. But there's a poster over here. So maybe this used to be one of Alex Hawthorne's crew room, maybe? Vicar Max. Doctrinal Studies 539 of Equity and Equations. These textbooks have been out of print for almost half a century. The margins are filled with scribbled notes and many passages have been underlined. Some pages have come loose, the glue now yellowed and cracked along the spines. The Journal of Maximilian de Soto, Volume 1. The scribblings on these journal pages are utterly illegible to anyone except Vicar Maximilian de Soto, Vicar Max. Index of Banned Literature, Part 1, Various Qualifying Considerations, Part 2, Principal Rules of Restrictive Management, Part 3, Morals and Maxims of Banning Unethical Literature, Part 4, Proof of the Grand Architect and Predestination, a refutation of the titles listed here within. Part 5, Consequences, the Mind and the Will of Man when led astray. Part 6, Official List of Banned Titles. Part 7, Prerequisites for Advancing the Investigation, Outing and Penalizing of Offenders. What happened? OSI Anointment Vial. Smells suspiciously like iceberg aged whiskey. Iceberg aged whiskey. What the hell? Oh, a skull? Why does he have a skull? Toss ball trading cards. In mint condition, most of these cards represent players from the Hephaestus hammers and the tile backers. The art and science of toss ball impossible to put down. Order of Scientific Inquiry, Office of Literature. This endorsement has been approved. Auntie Cleo's Darlings. Signed by Seymour Whitlock, who held the record for most on-the-field fatalities for 3 consecutive seasons. Wait, fatalities? So this Seymour Whitlock killed people on the field? In a toss-ball game? What kind of game is toss-ball?
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Vicar, you're out of... Wait, what? Why would I want to say that? Why would I want to kick him off? No reason at all. Okay. Old Saber, what doesn't kill you gives you tetanus. Okay. Metalysis gel by Auntie Cleo. Dermal hardening cream. You can't have wrinkles if your skin mode's bad. Energizing ointment by Auntie Cleo. Caffeine in lotion form. Ground coffee is expensive. The bit-conscious consumer will enjoy 6 cups worth of concentrated caffeine in every dollop of Auntie Cleo's energizing ointment. Antibiotics creme by Auntie Cleo. Aerosol antibiotics cures most of infections overnight and smooths away stubborn wrinkles. Pipe patch. by Auntie Cleo, a dermal nicotine delivery system. All the benefits of smoking a real pipe, none of the messy cleanup. Oxycom Aromatic by Auntie Cleo, double oxygenated energizing spray. Add some ozone to your nose zone. Moab Fizzy Tea by Rizzo, mock apple flavored tropical tea brewed using soda water. Brings a fresh mock apple taste to your favorite carbonated tea. Oh, so this is the toilet and the shower. Okay, so the shower room is a communal one. So people have to take turns going to the shower. I hate that, including the captain, because there is no showering room in the captain's quarters. So even the captain has to share a shower room. Damn it, I don't like this. Oh, Parvati, wait, is something wrong? Is it damaged? Ah, good thing Parvati is here, right?
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Wait, so many damages? Really? I think it's time you move along. Move along, meaning kicking her out, right? No, I will not kick her.
Something busted, Captain?
Break time's over. Can't you see, Alder? She's not taking a break, she's working. What do you mean? Break time's over, she's working.
The ship used to be much quieter.
Yeah, now there are two more people, Vicar Max and Parvati Holcomb. Do you like it, Ada, or do you hate it? Parvati, I think you should replace this bulb. Wait, what is this? Don't I have a shotgun already? Yeah. Oh, this belongs to a Max, maybe? This is Parvati's weapon, right? And this must belong to Max, Vicar Max, Maximilian de Soto. Reed's head? Why would I want Reed's head? Formerly the property of Reed Thompson, who was formerly the property of Spacer's Choice. Modify. Magna magazine size. Max zap, mag power. Plasma. Mag melt, corrosion. Yeah, I guess time to go. Go where?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Know anything about the automechanical gathering dust in the janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
So it's a cleaning robot. I'm in the mood for some entertainment.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Ada, tell me a joke.
Why was the chemist sad? Because all her beakers are gone.
Ada, play my favorite song.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
No, not that.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
That's not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song. Now playing a Spacer's...
Thanks.
My pleasure, Captain.
It was sarcastic, Ada. That's enough for now.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
Got a minute to talk?
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
What if you don't have a power source?
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
Yeah, maybe. I guess so.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
And what that might be? And what might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
Ah, so sweet. What about your last captain? Do you miss him? Or is one captain the same as another?
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
We both know I'm not Alex Hawthorne, right?
Oh, I know you are not the same Captain Alex Hawthorne who died in Emerald Vale due to excessive internal and external bleeding. I required you to assume Hawthorne's identity in order to sync your commands to my interpretation protocols.
Ah,
I've since registered you as the captain of the Unreliable. You're welcome to continue lying about your identity if you wish, but I know the truth.
okay, the reason why Ada knew about the manner in which Hawthorne died, because I think Ada has a monitoring system on Alex. I remember after the first time Alder communicate with Ada when she was about to leave the ship, Ada mentioned that she has a monitoring, that she has some kind of monitoring on Alder. So in what form was it? Is it similar to the monitoring device installed by Phineas Wells? I don't know. So that means everything Alder sees and hears and do are monitored by both Phineas Wells and Ada? I see. So there is no privacy then. Or maybe there is a way for Alder varies to switch on or switch off the monitoring? You are a very strange computer, but I like you.
I am relieved to hear it, Captain.
Really?
No, but I am programmed to put you at ease by saying so.
Have there been other captains of this ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Your first? That sounds sexual, but let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. As you wish, Captain. I must comply with...
I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Phineas's orbital lab.
Yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
What? Why is that?
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them.
What? What do you know about Phineas?
There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system?
No, do not do that.
A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons.
What the fuck is this AI?
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Even knowing the location. There is a bounty.
Make it so, Ada.
I shall happily comply with your order, just as soon as we have a laser weapon system. Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
The Groundbreaker.
We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
What are Mardets? Is that the name? Is that a person's name? Maybe a family who rules over Groundbreaker? You can take care of that for us, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
You can make room for one, Ada. I believe that. Great, thanks.
You are more than welcome, Captain.
Well, give me the spiel on the Groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship.
Oh.
It has since been repurposed as a service station in the
Oh, yeah.
of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
I heard or read about it somewhere, that the first colony ship to reach Halcyon is now turned into a space station, and according to Ada, it's a neutral territory. Did she say that companies have offices there or something like that? Let me check. Oh, many of Halcyon's companies, so not all of them, I think.
The groundbreaker was Halcyon Freighter. Many of... Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss? We're clear to dock with... I have filed... The groundbreaker was freighters often deliver many. Of course. What part of...
Terra 2.
Where in Terra 2?
Emerald Vale and Edgewater.
Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like say a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet.
Wait, why? How is Edgewater faring since we left it?
Since you diverted power to the deserters, the botanical lab is thriving. However, Emerald Vale's cannery shut down, leading to a total collapse of Edgewater's population. Thank you, Captain.
Why does she hate Edgewater? What do you think of the townspeople?
You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket? I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague.
Hey, many of those people are just working people. They are not the Spacer's Choice people, you know. You know, by Spacer's Choice people, I mean they are not the people like Reed Thompson or the guards. Many of them are just workers, I think. So take it easy, Ada.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Monarch. Wait, what is Monarch?
Where in Monarch?
Cascadia.
Warning. All colonists are urged to reconsider travel to Cascadia due to infestation of mantisaurs and risk of indefinite detention or death.
Mantisaurs? Sounds dangerous.
This is one of those times where you say one word but really mean another, isn't it? I suppose you would find an environment like this fun.
You're just assuming what Alder meant. Any people live in Cascadia aside from marauders?
There are no people aside from marauders in Cascadia. There is only death.
So marauders and mantisaurs? What's the local report?
The local report is that you will very likely die if you leave Cascadia's landing pad.
So I assume the landing pad is protected then? By corporate guards or something?
Of course. What part of the colony? Where in Monarch?
Stellar Bay.
Ah, Monarch. The armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count Sublight's Smuggler's Port at Fallbrook.
Oh, supply smugglers. So smugglers who travel at sublight speed, so not using warp or something like that, right? Fallbrook. The armpit, so did Ada mean that the place stinks? Smuggler's Port?
It's Sublight run for the purpose of shipping contraband, and before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't dock us there.
Why is Monarch being blockaded? Blockaded? I didn't know that. How does Alder know about that? Was it an off-screen info gathering?
I believe it has something to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness and a lawless land with no corporate presence.
Oh,
You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points.
So Monarch is the name of the planet. So there's Terra 2, Terra 1, and Monarch.
Of course. What part of the colony? How can I be of assistance?
Talk to you later, Ada.
May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Okay, where do we go next? Groundbreaker? Because Ada said we have permission to land there, right? Okay, let's go to Groundbreaker maybe. The Unreliable Navigation Terminal. Okay, so where are we right now? We are in Terra 2. Okay, this is the icon for the Unreliable. Edgewater landing pad. Should we go to Phineas's lab first? Phineas's lab. An abandoned asteroid facility located in the rings of Terra 2, repurposed into the experimental laboratory, living quarters, and hideout of Phineas Vernon Wells. Okay, let's go to Phineas. Phineas's lab, docking bay.
We have
Spacer's Choice Travel Advisory. Welcome to the system map. Okay. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked, though some landing bays require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there.
successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Congratulations, Ada.
Welcome back, Captain.
Good job.
How can I be of assistance? Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Okay. So let's check out this place, Phineas's lab. So how are we going to go there? I mean, the Unreliable is outside the asteroid. Are we going to use some kind of I don't know, like some kind of shuttle? Does the Unreliable have a shuttle to transport us to the Phineas's lab? I wonder. Select up to 2 companions to accompany. Oh, okay, so I can have 1, 2, 3. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 companions in total. I can only have 2 at once. Yeah, okay. Parvati and Vicar Max. Continue. Select up to 2 companions to accompany you. Phineas Improved Science Lab. This is not a dangerous place, right? Right. I just want them to accompany Alder, you know, to be her conversational partners, etc. I don't want them to fight. So yeah, need to change. Okay, far mix passive. Okay, Vicar Max. Far mix passive. Okay. Let me check and recheck. Far mix passive for Parvati. Far mix passive for Vicar Max. Sneaky, yep. Okay, you guys just accompany Alder, be her conversational partner and support system. Let Alder handle the combat, okay? I think it's much better for Alder to handle the combat herself. Oh, hold on. The unreliable lands on the asteroid. So we're not using shuttle. After all, okay. So does Phineas operate the asteroid by himself? All these structures, all this machinery by himself? How can he do that? I think it is overwhelming to maintain and run this place alone by yourself. How does Phineas do it? Maybe he has automechanicals to help him in maintaining this place, right? I just can't believe he's doing this alone. He must have help, like the automechanicals, as servants.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it, blast, that's loud.
Yeah? We are here.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
Where are we headed?
I'm a very casual guy, so I like it that this game has a feature to highlight interactable objects. I do really like it.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah, why are you surprised? Oh no, the bridge is raised. Where
I'm
is...
just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
Okay. What are you trying to do, Phineas? Please, nothing dangerous, I hope.
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Ah, poor Phineas. He's lonely, I guess. Note, reminder, scrape of electro-fried sprats. There are sprats on the asteroid? How did they get here? Oh, there's Phineas. Yeah, I can hear the sounds. The sounds of sprats. Whoa, what is this? Wait, is it still alive? I hope it's dead. It would be, you know... Oh, what is this? Oh, don't tell me. Is this Boar's Worst? The one I saw on the loading screen? And Phineas names it Bubbles. Cysty Pig. Okay, so this is called Cysty Pig. Pick up poster. What is that? Note, reminder, obscure body in the SK system. SK system? How far away is it from Halcyon? What is this? Oh, this must be one of those drop pods that Phineas put Alder in, right? The one that Phineas used to send Alder Varys down into Emerald Vale. So I'm kind of confused. What was the intent? What was the intention of Phineas sending Alder to meet with Alex Hawthorne? Was Alex supposed to serve as Alder Varys' chauffeur? Ah, yeah, I remember. Phineas did mention chauffeur. So Alex was meant to drive Alder around the system. I see. But now Alder is in possession of the ship itself. Note, reminder, seal slick, never use this pod.
Has a 12% risk of catastrophic failure. Quite safe by Halcyon standards.
Escape. Hibernation chamber. You spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but the technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers, waiting for you to restore them.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Oh, so when he said escape chance, he was speaking about this pod. 28% chance of survival. That's low. The hibernation experimentation notes raising core temp another 5 Celsius over 1 hour. Dosage appears to be working. Slight dips from process in cystic pigs, not beyond expected boundaries. Microscopic assessment shows no sign of sudden traumatic mast cell wall collapse. Encouraging. Reminder, still need to mop up pig. Huh? Something happened to the pig? Need to get a view into the cranium, see what's going on with neurons. Oops, hand slip, likely effects. Nothing important. May have numbness in left heel. Who even needs that? Looking at sample evidence of hyperactive production of dopamine and norepinephrine. Curious, no evidence of entropic effects on neurons, however. Very excited. Now if only I can keep them from exploding. Raising core temp another 5 Celsius. 1 hour. Oops, forgot I had probe in brain. Jostled with elbows. Subject may suffer numbness in right earlobe. Acceptable. Feel ridiculous, feel telling, mostly frozen slab of meat. You are doing fine, Aldervaris. Practicing bedside manner important aids recovery. Curious about that neurochemical production, side effect of prolonged hibernation. Subject may experience tachyphylaxia, exaggerated fight or flight response. Checked brain wave, found sharp uptick in perceptive cognitive processing when I jostled the probe. Fascinating, equivalent to speed of common fly's brain. Could be useful in stressful situation. Subjective time dilation. See world moving in slow motion. So it is because Aldervaris has been asleep for so long in hibernation. Is this really something new to be discovered? I can't believe it. Maybe this is something new, something that is only studied just now. If the military gets wind of this information, they will try to create soldiers with slow-mo ability by handpicking those soldiers and put them in hibernation for decades, maybe. Would everyone from Hope have this sort of brain damage, or is it peculiar to Aldervaris? Can't wait to awaken more from Hope, study in detail. Is it even right to call this effect brain damage? Seems like enhancement to me. Who wouldn't want an on-call, hyper-fast cognitive response? Am I envious? To expand the span of a breath to an eternity. What? Oh yeah, because of the slow-mo. To be able just for a moment to perceive the world in all its infinite detail. Core temp up, still stable, no sign of cell wall decay. Neurological necrosis, beginning next 5 Celsius over 1 hour cycle. Yes, I believe I do envy you, Aldervaris. Okay.
I see you're still wearing your hibernation outfit. You're welcome to a matching set.
Matching set. Hold on. Yeah, but this is only level 6. This one level 30. I mean armor rating 34. Research Terminal, Phineas Vernon Wells. I can calculate the movement of the heavenly bodies, but not the madness of man. Newton. Experimental nodes. Accessing experimental nodes. Eureka! Flesh frozen organic reverts back to its original cell structure when treated with tincture of dimethyl sulfoxide. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this. This is too long of a read. I'm going to read them inside my head so I can read them very quick. Okay, difficult to acquire, limited quantities of compound likely produced by Auntie Cleo. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the compound Phineas need to awaken Aldervaris, so he needs more to awaken more of the colonists. Trapped in the hope, I think. Okay, dimethyl sulfoxide. Oh, the experiments on Cystipig failed. Good thing it didn't fail with Aldervaris, or she would end up dead now. Add Spacer's Choice to the list. Note to self number 2, buy more mouthwash. What was Phineas trying to do here, combining Spacer's Choice product with Auntie Cleo's? Oh, creamer. Maybe trying to make a drink? Cystipig notes. Have spared one of my stock of experimented cystipigs to be used as renewable source of nourishment. Have named this lucky pig Bubbles. Giving an animal a name establishes rapport and creates a positive emotional bond. Allegedly improves flavor of tumors. Must look into that. What? So he's eating the pig's tumors? That's how he nourishes himself? Okay, I don't know about tumors, but in real life, are tumors nutritious for humans to eat? Excellent creature, cystipigs. Don't know how people used to survive without these genetic wonders of porcine succulence. Slaughtering a pig for meat instead of harvesting tumors that ripen naturally, falling off the flesh like mock apples of a tree, seems the height of barbarity. Truly a miracle of modern science. Wait, so the tumors can fall off from the cystipig's body? Huh, I don't understand. How? Personal files. Accessing personal files. Password required. Hack bypass. Password SWH181942. Password accepted. Welcome Phineas Wells. Personal logs entry number 01037. Have procured the services of one Captain Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I hope he didn't name his ship after the quality of his services. I'll be sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod as soon as the revival process is complete. Hawthorne should make for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone. Law willing, he isn't a total buffoon. Law willing, not God willing. Interesting. Why are you hiding behind some glass? Let's meet face to face. Aldervaris has no intention to harm you. Cystic pig. So they are eating the tumors. Oh my goodness. Cystic pig hoof. The hoof of an adult cystic pig. These hooves are usually ground up and fed to cystic pigs and woolly cows to supplement their diets. They are rich in protein and hoofy goodness.
The cysty pigs make excellent test subjects. Also surprisingly nutritious.
Even the tumors pick up shrink ray. Jock weapons are any department. Science weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapon damage and the strength of their effects both increases as your science skill is increased. Jock engineers ensure our bottom line and fire rates are sky high. Jock weapons R&D department. Science weapons.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp.
Oh, really?
Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Okay, thanks. So this is something that Phineas refused to give to Alex, but for some reason, he willingly gave it away to Aldervaris. Interesting. Mechanical sentry, dead ones, maybe out of commission, and not because a result of an attack. I don't know. Pick up pocket watch. Communications terminal. Phineas Vernon Wells. Messages. Accessing message queue. Password required. Hack bypass. Okay. Welcome Phineas Wells to H. Blythe. Sending no response. Cause undetermined. Original message appended. I worked it out. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help? All necessary material should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Dumped a new associate dirt site Terra 2 near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7% at present. They are recovering a ship. Should be along any time. Just need to know where to send them. Let me know when you get this. Eager to be done. Dumped a new associate, so must be Aldervaris. Dumped a new associate, so there was an old associate. Maybe someone else from the Hope before Aldervaris? I don't know.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Yes, we've been careful so far. We understand. Note, reminder, extinguish plasma cutter before returning to pocket. What is the plasma cutter, I wonder? Why am I so sleepy? Always, whenever I'm starting to play, whenever I've started playing a game, always become sleepy. Why? So can we talk? I guess through here.
Oh, thank
Yep.
the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Thank you. For what it's worth, I appreciate you pulling me out of the hope.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
What was it called again? The chemicals? Dimethyl sulfoxide? I wanted to talk to you about something else.
Of course. What's on your mind?
I'm sleepy. There's some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass.
Never know what being frozen did to your brain. There's always a chance you might turn violent. I've no desire to end up like Thompson. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Got a moment to talk?
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Ah, the wanted criminal himself. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we?
What?
Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
I'm sorry. The wanted criminal himself. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I didn't mean to upset you.
No, I was being rude. I'm not accustomed to extending hospitality, and I've never had visitors before.
I hope
For what
Vicar.
it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a talented scientist, after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular.
Wait, Aldervaris is a scientist? I thought I picked her background as a cashier. A worker that works at a cashier. Why is this a scientist now? Something's not right. Okay. You're right, I'm doing pretty well for myself.
Yes, indeed, well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress.
Progress. There was something else I wanted to talk to you about. Dang it, my head just tilted forward and hit my mic. I'm so sleepy. I don't know why.
What's on your mind? Absolutely. Let's talk.
Don't you ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
That's not what I meant. Do you have some kind of life outside your work?
Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Yes. Why are you so obsessed with reviving the Hope's colonists?
Because we've lost our way, the board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
Wait, hold on. So it was the board's decision to leave the Hope floating in space, abandoning the colonists. And then Phineas in the opening movie said the board did that to protect their bottom line. He implied that. So hold on. So I thought the board decided to leave the Hope floating because rescuing the ship and the colonists inside would be too expensive. So they're trying to save as much money as possible. That's what I thought. But after hearing Phineas's words now, maybe the board decided to abandon the Hope because the board knows that the Hope is filled of, I don't know, experts of their fields, which they, Phineas said there are hundreds of thousands of colonists, and many among them are scientists and other stuff, right? Engineers. Maybe the board was worried that the colonists from the Hope ship will be able to create their own community, led by experts of their fields, supported by hundreds of thousands of colonists. And if they succeed, it will be a threat to the company's hegemony in Halcyon. Maybe, right? I don't know. Yeah, but you revived me, so you must have solved the problem.
You begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and their narrow-minded scientists, you should be a pile of organic sludge right now. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
Yep, get it. I'm glad to hear that. Everyone on the Hope is depending on us. Aldervaris. Still trying to help people.
We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
Caffeinoid. Okay, caffeinoid.
I hope you're not thinking of ingratiating yourself with the board. Chairman Rockwell and his cronies are not your friends. They might tempt you with promises of wealth, but don't be fooled. They're just using you for their own ends. What's on your mind?
Okay, when Phineas mentioned the board, is he referring to the board of Spacer's Choice or the board of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation? So which one is it? I'm leaning towards the latter. I think when he mentioned the board, he's referring to the board of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. I'll be back. Alright, thank you for the information to get Aldervaris up to speed. We are leaving. Please be safe. Wait, what is that? There's a door over here? I can't open it. Oh well. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's go back to the ship. We got the shrink ray. This bridge is raised. How do I lower it though? I don't know. Wait, there are two ships? One is the unreliable and the other one is... They look the same. Oh, no. They look different. But it's also a ship, right? Oh, this is Phineas's ship that he used to reach the Hope and escape with Aldervaris on board. It is smoky because it got shot by some kind of military ship. Ah, I see. Okay. So far, I don't see automechanicals, so I'm still wondering how does Phineas maintain the whole facility all by himself if there is no automechanicals?
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it?
What do you think of this ship?
That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
There's the ship's computer. It's not intelligent, but it does a good imitation.
So you're gonna call her it, not she?
Huh? What?
Though my voice is currently pitched to suggest female, I possess no gender. Any pronoun preferred by the user is acceptable.
Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Wait, don't tell me this is the first time Parvati encountered an AI? Have any of the Edgewater people been on a ship? Oh, I remember. I remember Parvati said that she was always wanted to be on a ship. So this is her first time on a ship. So probably her first time encountering an AI. Ah, interesting. What do you think, Parvati? Is it safe to fly now that we got the regulator?
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
I'll leave that to you, Parvati. Aldervaris has more important things to do, like lying around, lazing around, all the good stuff. Did you learn your trade from your father? It sounded like it when you talked to Reed.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all of my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
I don't see the humor.
He meant funny as in odd.
Oh,
It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
Why would people be unhappy about you getting a maintenance job?
Because they were hoping their own kid would get the job and get sent back to Edgewater. When folk go away for schooling, they don't get back to where they begun. Not usually. You go straight to your first job, wherever the company's got an opening.
Okay, so if your test results say you're a mechanic, you get sent back to Edgewater, while the others who did not qualify as a mechanic, they get sent to other places that correspond with their job. But the question is, why being a mechanic makes one immediately get sent back to Edgewater? Is Edgewater really in dire need of mechanics? Maintenance job. Okay, so everyone from Edgewater, including Parvati, went to vocational school. And those who did not score as a maintenance officer or whatever get sent to other place, while those who became a maintenance guy, like Parvati, get sent back to where they come from, Edgewater. So that means Edgewater was in dire need of mechanics. I see. You don't have any say in it at all?
I reckon you could say, no thanks, I don't want a job. But then you don't got a job.
One aptitude test determines your whole life?
They're powerful good tests. They rattled off this whole list of names who'd worked on them, with fancy bits hanging off them. Doctors and esquires and the thirds. Even if you don't believe they actually catch what everybody's best at, everybody's got to take them. So at least it's fair-ish.
Wait, what? What did she mean by that? They rattled off this whole list of names who'd worked on them, with fancy bits hanging off them, doctors and esquires and the thirds. What does this mean? I don't understand. But you actually are good at this, and you enjoy it.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
You didn't like your classes.
There were a whole lot of reading, not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches. Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches.
What did you do in your time off?
As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak them sometimes. I even slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars.
You didn't have your own room? That's it? You didn't spend time with friends? Okay, what should I ask? I'm assuming... You didn't have your own room?
Students bunk 4 to a room. It's supposed to get you used to working as a team. There's no privacy and
Yeah.
no quiet.
Yeah.
When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in sweat. It was easier for everybody when I stayed off on my own. I doubt any of them remember me now.
Yeah. After school, you moved straight back to Edgewater.
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
He wasn't that old, was he?
No, but a whole life taking care of Edgewater by his lonesome, working with all kinds of chemicals, it wears him out.
Ah,
When I left for school, everything got harder for him. I used to help him lift the heavy things, and my hands didn't shake for the fine detail work.
do you get much time with him after you got back from school?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ears so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape. Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own?
Yeah, maybe.
Sometimes I can hear Vickers saying prayers to himself. Sometimes I hear him cussing about tossball scores. Something busted, Captain? I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Years? So the ship is very, I don't know, fragile right now?
Something busted, Captain? I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Yeah, any new dialogue for Vicar Max? Where is he?
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
Oh yeah, I need to check the terminal in the captain's quarters about what to do in order to fix Sam. Search term Sam. First Sam result. Experimental note. Okay, do not forget, you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automechanical in Emerald Vale's scrap head during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get it up and running with a few key modifications. I can envision a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean, mean killing machine should be fun. AH. Second Sam result. A removal of factory standard part SUDS Deeper was successful. Delivery of combat modified replacement part acid steeper has been delayed. Progress setback is estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to, but I do. third SAM result. I'm giving up hope on a delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But good news, I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper I can filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following this next pit stop, back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. Alex Hawthorne. Why did he have to die? Messages for Aldervaris. Recent message list from E. Blaine. From Esther Blaine to Aldervaris. Subject medicine. Aldervaris. This is just to let you know that I have given out the rest of that you-know-what to the you-know-whos. Sorry for the secrecy. You never really know who's reading these things. I appreciate you giving me the time of day. You risk your neck heading into that community center. I'm grateful. But I'd also appreciate it if you never told another soul about our business. I like my job and I should like to keep it. Wait, but the cannery is done for, right? So do you still have a job in Edgewater? Maybe she will get transferred to a different place where Spacer's choice rule. Maybe, I don't know. She says she wants things to be secret. That's why she couldn't type the you-know-what and the you-know-who. But the subject mentions medicine. Should change it to something else. Okay, where is this acid steeper? Oh, Groundbreaker. Okay, we have to go to Groundbreaker. Nice. The logs on Hawthorne's terminal mention rumors from the Groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about a powerful weapon he was researching. Perhaps. Oh, no, this is science weapon. Hold on. The cleaning machine. Found an acid steeper. You found entries on Hawthorne's terminal in the captain's quarters regarding his attempts to turn Sam into a combat-capable unit. Hawthorne planned to replace Sam's SUDS steeper with an acid steeper, but never picked up the part from Roseway. You found a non-operational sanitation. Okay, so I have to find Roseway. Where is Roseway? The empty man? What is this? Oh, okay, this is Vicar Max. He's trying to track down someone who can read Mbakunu's book, right? The cleaning machine. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Where? Typhon, Scylla, Tartarus, Monarch, Olympus, Terra 2, Phineas's lab. Hold on. Alrighty, Vicar Max mentioned Groundbreaker. Others said we also have clearance to land on Groundbreaker. Let's go there. Groundbreaker docking base. Hold on. Oh, this is Monarch, the Marauder's place, according to Ada. Cascadia landing pad. Warning, dangerous. Why is it dangerous? I would like to know. If it's too dangerous, then I'll just leave. Cascadia landing pad.
Message from Dr. Wells. He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
put him on screen.
Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly.
Who is Gladys Culkelly? I'm going to fight my way overland to Stellar Bay. Tell me what you need.
You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Okay, who is Gladys Culkelly? I think Phineas mentioned that name before, right? Gladys Culkelly, Hiram Blythe. Can't you just send him a message?
Oh, I've tried. I haven't been able to get through to him at all. Silence from the system's own information broker? Not a good sign.
Any idea why?
Oh, could be any number of reasons. Incarceration, a period of copious drinking, a severe case of the sleeping sickness. Better to be sure than to resort to conjecture. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
A hunter by the name of Nyoka, Stellar Bay. I've got some questions for you. Who is Gladys Culkelly?
Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have.
Alright, I'm off.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in the universe, is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in the grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone. Not just those so fortunate as to have been born into prosperity.
That was unexpected and odd.
Seemed interesting. I'd like to hear more.
Considering the origins of the transmission, I imagine you may have such an opportunity when we visit Monarch, Captain.
Third, okay. Monarch. So this is Monarch. Okay. Hiram Blythe, Gladys Culkelly. Who are these people? Nyoka, Hunter. I just want to see if this is so dangerous. If it is, then I'll go back out and go to Groundbreaker instead. Monarch. Cascadia landing pad. Okay. So, where is the danger? Where is the danger?
Now this is a wild wasteland. Danger and adventure surely await us. I find myself marveling at the
Damn it.
complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral.
Did I?
I'm sure you know what that's like.
Did
Something
I
vexing
cut
you,
off
Captain?
Parvati's? Yep, I cut off Parvati's dialogue. Fuck.
Now this is a wild wasteland. Danger and adventure surely await us.
There's an awful lot of rustling and growling out there, Captain. Where are we headed?
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
Is this place abandoned? Why do we have to land on the landing pad? Why can't we just land anywhere else? From the conversation about Monarch, it implies this place is abandoned, right? So there will be no security guards to give us a fine if we land outside the landing pad. So why bother to care? Why bother to land on the landing pad at all? I don't understand. What is that? Megaraptidon?
Here we go!
Oh, are they coming towards us? I hope not. Yep, they are. Shit. I hope we're prepared for this. Are they going up through these stairs?
I don't think I like this place one little bit.
Let's go. Living is overrated anyway.
Where are they? What is that? Oh no!
On your left, Captain!
Oh shit. Raptidon meat. A lumpy slice of fresh raptidon. Enthusiastic local gourmands. You're hit by what? Enthusiastic local gourmands have compared the flavor to select cuts of woolly cow meat. Raptidon hide. A bright and scaly patch of raptidon skin. This chunk of skin newly removed from a once living Raptidon is brilliantly colored, intricately detailed, and quite odorous.
Down they go.
That's the last of them.
Incoming.
Possible card Glenn Latier. Latier has been led starting forward on the Astros for 5 winning seasons. Resident Marauder, damn it. Alright, I want to test something. What is that? Oh. What is this?
Cool your head. Everyone all right?
Hold on, let me try something. I want to try something.
Here they come.
Oh, my goodness. I'm dead. Okay.
Captain! That's with us.
Hold on, let me. Hold on. Let me try something. Okay, I decided I want to go to Groundbreaker first. Groundbreaker docking base.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Okay.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I'd like to continue our conversation from before.
Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind?
Discombobulated. Are you sad when you remember Hawthorne?
No, I am sure I cannot feel emotions. The memory has merely disrupted one of my processors. Glitches can be quite uncomfortable. It was my fault he died.
How so?
I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. In fact, I did, but illogically disregarded the results.
Why did you do that?
He asked me to trust him.
How exactly did Hawthorne improve your design? Wait, in what way Ada predicted his success was slow? Was it did Ada predict it based on what possibility? Him getting killed in the wilderness or him getting killed by the drop pod? Huh. How exactly did Hawthorne improve your design?
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
Well, Ada called him Alex, no longer with the title Captain. You call this a personality? Where did you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
Why? Why did Alex not tell Ada?
How can I be of assistance? I'll be here.
Can we talk?
Yeah, of course. Hold on. Uh,
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
what about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
I thought you said you could keep this boat in good repair.
I abso-surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic. Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill. But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet. Alls I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned.
Wait, I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned? What does she mean by that? So if Junlei Tennyson forgot more, then why would she want to learn from Junlei Tennyson? Are you asking to leave my crew and join hers?
Gosh, no, Captain. I aim to stay so long as I'm welcome. I figured Junlei and I could confabulate over wireless or by message. And maybe when we put into Groundbreaker, I could stop by to visit her sometimes. But only when you don't need me with you.
Sure, we could head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Jane Elson, who is this?
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.
Just as you remembered?
Still reviewing your manifest. Why not head on over to the promenade? Lots to keep you occupied there. Still reviewing your manifest. Why not head on over to the promenade? Lots to keep you occupied there.
Steve Dorr?
Mechanical's all over, but they still got us sweating to move boxes. It's always fucking freezing in the bays. You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close at their cargo. We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't afford a bed.
Wow.
Careful where you smoke. The crew bills us for air filtration. Yeah, I've done work for Sublight. Need to pay the bills somehow. Gonna head to Vera's for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order. If it wasn't for us, this whole damn station would shut down. If it wasn't for us, this whole damn station would shut down.
Just passing through, minding my own business. This place has a smell, right? It's not just me. Like mold and old socks. Even the air costs money here. Picked up some weird chatter on my way in. Seemed to come from Monarch? I hear scary things about Monarch. I'm just in port long enough to get another haul contract. Got one more hour before the dockmaster bills me. How many beers can I down, do you think? Don't look funny at the crew. Heard they toss folks out the airlock if they don't like your face. Assholes in their big interstellar freighters. One nearly rammed me on the way in. You couldn't pay me to visit Monarch. I'd probably get my face eaten off. I get strange comms chatter every time I fly by Monarch. What's going on down there? Is any of the news they play here actually true? This heat's unbearable. That maniac on Monarch's still screaming into the comms void. Getting real sick of it. You ever hard up for work? Try sublight salvage. Good pay if you're morally flexible. Assholes in their big interstellar freighters. One nearly rammed.
You couldn't pay me to visit Monarch. I'd probably get my face eaten off. Even the air costs money here.
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating to move boxes.
Still reviewing your manifest. Why not head on over to the promenade? Lots to keep you occupied there.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Okay, so Mardets are the security guards for the Groundbreaker, while the corporate guards, their jurisdiction is only... Okay, so Mardets are the security guards for the Groundbreaker, while the corporate guards are, their jurisdiction are outside the Groundbreaker, in their own respective company area, I guess.
We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't afford a bed.
Why are they named Steve Dorr? Who is Steve Dorr? Spacer's Choice. Felix.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
I noticed you were in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardets all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
It's almost like you wanted to get arrested.
Yeah, because I knocked my foreman out with a tossball stick. But, to be fair, I wasn't the one who started it. The guy was insulting my Rizzo's Rangers. Look, if it's a crime to defend your favorite tossball team against slander and calumny, well then lock me right up.
Okay, Rizzo's Rangers, a tossball team. Right? Rizzo's Rangers?
Only the finest group of tossball players ever to take the field. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
So you defend the honor of your team. Oh boy.
Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
So what are you going to do now? Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do.
What about
Hey,
job?
not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just musing is all. Must be nice having the run of the colony. Never being anchored to one place, always chasing some horizon. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
I never caught your name. I'm Aldervaris.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
See you around, Felix.
See you around, boss.
So he knocked down his boss because of an argument about tossball teams.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Interesting.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
This heat's unbearable. Don't look funny at the crew. Heard they toss folks out the airlock if they don't like your face.
Is any of the news they play here actually true?
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report. Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Auntie Cleo's.
If it wasn't for us, this whole damn station would shut down.
Supplied salvation shipping.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close at their cargo.
Move along.
Restricted access, authorized personnel only.
Something the matter?
Quietly now. You're an artist, Captain.
Oh wait, oh. Shot on sight, okay, never mind. Out. Shot on sight. How do we... Okay. Is there a way to take down that guard that murdered without killing him? Or... oh. Ladder. Hold on. Customs. What is this? What am I doing here? Oh wait! Ah, I fell. Oh no, I can I can go back up, don't worry. Lightwork gear grade 1 by Spacer's Choice. This lightwork gear is fully sufficient for all light grade 1 tasks from Spacer's Choice. Protective clothing with safety harness by Aramid Ballistics. Aramid Ballistics makes a fine line of protective clothing. The stylish number comes with its own safety harness and a utility belt. Let's see. Wait, what is it? Oh, I haven't taken it. Alright. Okay. So nothing else here. Okay, I drop down from here. Ah! Don't! You fool. Oh, hello.
Got one more hour before the dockmaster bills me. How many beers can I down, do you think?
I get strange comms chatter every time I...
This is it. Security.
Down there.
I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Cruce. Hold on, I want to go back out. Can I do that? I want to go back out. How do I go back out? Oh, through here? Wait. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Yeah, hold on.
You don't pay your docking fees, your ship gets seized. I've seen it happen. If you're not crew, you're little people. Stay in the public areas and we'll get along fine. If you've got a complaint, file it at security. Wish we had bigger weapons, but no. Be careful about blowing holes in the hull. If you got a maintenance issue, take it to Chief Junlei. She's in engineering. Why do we let people more heavily armed than us on board?
Yeah.
Wish they'd let us off station. Air up here's just recycled spacer farts. So far as you know, I'm not drinking on duty. Wish they'd let us off station. Air up here's just recycled spacer farts.
Spacer farts. Okay. Oh, still marred ID cartridge. Hold on. How do I do this? Did anybody see me? No, right? You have found an ID cartridge to use with the holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. Nice! Wait, where did I get the holographic shroud? Did I get it from... Hold on. In one of my previous videos, I was half asleep. Where did I get the holographic shroud? Did I get it from Phineas? Or did I get it from Vicar Max? I forgot. So automatically disguise, right? Okay, trespassers will be shot on sight and fined. Holographic disguise activated. Your holographic shroud has activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogations to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. What is the energy? Oh, that's the energy. Okay, never mind. Still always say prayer beats.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, immediately disguised. Okay, where is Parvati? Where is Parvati? Parvati, where are you? Where are you, Parvati?
Yep, be right over.
Where is she? Where is she? Where is Parvati? Is she stuck?
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Oh, there she is. You scare me. Mardet, okay. Still Mardet ID cartridge, okay. Plasma rifle. Let's recharge.
You're an artist, Captain.
Okay, here he comes. Can we talk?
Hey, I don't have time for this. Move along. Got my sights on you. Carry on.
Wait, I'm the new hire.
Huh?
What do you mean got my sights on you? Oh, every time I move, the energy drains. So if I stay still, it doesn't drain. Okay. Wanted. Doc may bell defeat our foes.
Move along.
Private Lee Flores. Komandan Sanita.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
What bounties do you have available?
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is, not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but 2 officers.
Flying under the influence of illegal substances?
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum.
So there are levels to vodka? There are levels of vodka that people are allowed to have. Okay. Green spectrum, violet spectrum. Any leads where I might find McRed?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Commandant Sanita, I'll take the posting. Why don't you send a Mardet to apprehend him?
Oh, I will. Soon as the chief approves the personnel reorg required for a bounty dispatch. So, in about 3 to 7 weeks.
I'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Why is she referring to Aldervaris as a hunter or a bounty hunter? Aldervaris is currently under disguise of being a Mardet, so she should be addressing Aldervaris as if she's a Mardet, or unless we're supposed to speak to Commandant Sanita from the other side of the glass. Yeah, I know. I couldn't help but notice the bounty posting on Phineas Wells.
The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what fors of his location, Udon Bedford would surely like to hear it.
Is this Wells fellow a famous criminal or something?
To the board, yeah. You've read his wanted poster. Whole list of things to get their unders in a wad. But he's never done nothing to Groundbreaker, so I've no problem with him. We keep the poster up to keep the peace is all.
So what's it like working security detail on a space station?
Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Fine.
Then get to business or get moving.
What's a Mardet?
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Why Mardet and not guard or officer?
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say.
Marine detachment.
Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed. That aside, not much else. Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment. Still waiting to hear back on that.
Okay, so I think we're supposed to speak to her from the other side of this glass. That's why she's addressing Aldervaris as a bounty hunter, not as a fellow Mardet.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do.
Why?
Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Forget about the bounty for now. I want to talk with you about something else.
Have at it then.
Okay, employer rights. Who is this? Private Lee Flores.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Just getting my bearings. What do you do here?
This is the security desk, ma'am. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sanita. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Why can't you take incident reports?
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away.
Do you do, I don't know, tours or something?
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... we just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sanita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour or something.
Any chance you'll change your mind?
Well, let me think about it for a minute.
No.
You don't sound awfully sure of that.
We got a lot of rules to follow. Hard to remember them all sometimes.
Okay. I'd really like to get back there.
Yeah, I'm getting that, but this area's off limits. I told you. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in...
Bribe. Oh, right. I forgot to pay the filing fee. That was 848 bits.
I told you, I'm not allowed to file stuff anymore.
I'm trying to pay you a bribe, Lee. Will 848 bits do it?
Oh, right. Okay. Mind you don't touch nothing. Fees or no, the other Mardettes won't take it kindly.
Oh, I see. So now I no longer need the holographic shroud. Nice.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
I could use some work. Any pointers?
Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the promenade deck.
Sublight Salvage.
Anything else I can help you with, ma'am?
Chief Tennyson?
Chief Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Does a real great job of it, too. Her family's worked on it for, gosh, since it was built, I think. Back before the crossing.
What's she like? Is she a good boss?
Good as she can be, I guess. What with all the troubles Groundbreaker's facing. She could stand to lighten up, I suppose. But she tries her best to do right by folks, and that's what matters.
Leading a ship. Why did you want to know that, Parvati?
No reason. Don't you trouble yourself over it, Captain.
That was very convincing, miss. I think your captain almost bought it.
Don't hassle my crew, kid.
Yes, ma'am. Of course. I'm sorry if I overstepped. Was just having fun is all. Didn't mean anything by it.
I know. Just kidding. Leading a ship the size of Groundbreaker must be a challenge.
Sure is. But she makes it look easy. She's real competent, our chief. Even if she ain't real friendly.
What can you tell me about Sublight Salvage?
They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and contractors in the system have worked for her. I ought to warn you straight off. Scuttlebutt says some of the jobs they do aren't exactly above board. Downright anti-business, if you catch my meaning.
I'll need you to explain that.
Let's say there's been times when I heard somebody needed a thing, and somebody else had such a thing, but they weren't inclined to sell. Now let's say the one who had the thing suddenly found theirs missing, and the one who needed got one. If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged from an old wreck. Case closed.
Ah, I see. Okay, I see now. I see what you mean. So they're criminals, but they have an office on your promenade deck?
If anybody could prove them criminals, the board would have put their foot down a long time past. They always got, what do they call it? Deniability?
Plausible
Something gets
deniability.
nicked or someone turns up dead, Sublight says, hey, independent contractor, not our responsibility. But everyone knows what they're doing, top to bottom.
Yeah, plausible deniability. They're working against the Halcyon board?
Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need something the board ain't inclined to sell, you might look to Sublight to get it. You might pay Sublight a shitload of bits for it, but that money gets passed on to their contractors, so in the end, it's still business.
You must admit, there is a beauty to the order of it. Everything operates within the constraints of the grand plan, even organized crime.
People do what they gotta to get by.
Organized crime. Alright, that's enough.
Oh, sure, sorry. Gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Then I get to chatting too much and Commandant Sonia's gotta reprimand me again and... Oops, doing it again. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Captain's real understanding.
Can't speak for the captain, but I'm used to listening to folks drone on about their pointless, depressing lives.
Awful generous of you, listening to me like this.
Mind if I ask you some questions?
That's what I'm here for, ma'am.
I bet you've got seized contraband from all over the system locked up back there.
Sure, and stuff from outside the system too, off the interstellar freighters. That's why we also have so many armed Mardettes on duty here.
What if some of that contraband's mine and I'm here to claim it?
That'd be awful weird. On account of you should be locked up back here too then.
Back to my other questions.
Alright.
A lot of freighters come through this station, must keep you busy.
Less than there used to be. Fewer freighters passing through these days. I spend some shifts just listening to the wireless.
Hear anything good over the comms?
There's been a whole heap of good advertisements lately. Sometimes I tune in just for those.
For advertisements? What?
Less than there used to be.
Why aren't as many freighters coming through?
Search me. I mean, don't search me, because that's my job. Get it? I reckon you'd have to ask the folks in Byzantium.
Byzantium? What is that?
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today? The heat situation's still dire. Chief Tennyson doesn't often hire freelancers, like I told you, but she might be amenable now. Anything else I can help you with, ma'am? That's what I'm here for, ma'am. I told you we don't. Maybe if... All right. You know... All right.
How goes the hunt? Nothing I'll go. Nothing. Have at it.
So it's no longer restricted to me because I bribed privately Flores, right? Bribing is so good. Privately Flores, Komandan Sanita. Okay, no need for the holographic shroud then.
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest.
Hold on. Wait, what? Oh, why is this bed bloody? Footsteps going outside. Why is this bloody? Did they beat up their prisoners? Brutality.
I'm going. Sure.
Get inside. Come inside, Parvati.
All right, I'm on my way.
Okay, close the door. Main menu. Murdered docking security terminal. Confiscated goods. Detain a freelancer who was cagey about his business. Confiscated his personal belongings while he waited for questioning. Modified pistol jock, hacket, metal hoop, prayer beads OSI, locked container, owner refused inspection. He fled before we could get down to it, left his things behind so they're stored in the back of the security station until the idiot shows his face again, which is likely to be never. Security logs. Sublight put a bid on one of our impounds, generous one to negotiate for the usual finder's fee and then give Lila her salvage. Is that Lila Hagen, Miss Hagen, that privately Flores mentioned? Brawl at the Lost Hope. Freelancers versus board. Freelancers won. Arrested a freighter captain with more bits than brains. So freelancers versus board members. So the company board members do engage in fisticuffs. Hawthorne's ship impounded by order of Udom Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with that board snake. Oh, so Udom Bedford is a board member. A guy from the back base roughed up the Moon Kid, raving mad, warned me that the moon was gonna bring about the end times. He was flying high on whatever macrat grows down there. Got a sworn testimony that macrat was spotted at the Rest and Go, not that anyone will corroborate it. Reminder to keep an eye on Gladys. Wait, Gladys? Gladys Caskelly? The one mentioned by Phineas? Gladys... What's her name again? Gladys Caskelly? Okay. Eject docking records data cartridge. Data cartridge ejected.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I looked for ended up.
So where is this scholar then?
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
So why is this person avoiding the authorities? Is it because he knows how to read the heretical book? And thus being chased by the authorities? You hesitated there, Vicar. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
This all seems awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Sounds good. Let's go.
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Yeah, huh?
Okay, so we got what Max needed. We have to go to Monarch then. Monarch. Oh, wanted? Hold on.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Spacer's Choice. Customs.
I hear scary things about Monarch. I'm just in port long enough to get another hull contract. Even the air costs money here.
Corporal Leonard Wheeler.
Identification, please.
My name's Aldervaris. It's my first time here.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt-side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space!
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Well, actually, it's Alex Hawthorne who riled up someone, right? This has to be a mistake.
Not gonna lie, you're in a pickle. But Udom's an interesting guy. Might be y'all could come to accords if you play your cards right. Huh. Records show this ain't the first time your ship's been impounded. Seems to get cleared up pretty quick. You might not be in this pickle for long. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Wanda Dorset. Shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Wanda Dorset. Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Wait, what? I'm looking for a drink. Any recommendations?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Vera. Got it.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Can I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
I'm looking for something a little more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
How about something long term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
How does Halcyon Holdings work anyway?
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm new around here.
You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
The board runs most of the system, don't they? So there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all these company heads in it?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
The board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Tramp crews? What are tramp crews? How does Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now,
oh, okay. So some crew decided to stay behind in the colony ship Groundbreaker because they like the life, they like the space life. However, Leonard Wheeler mentioned the Hope, so they know about the Hope then. So, but in one of the loading screens, it says that Chairman Rockwell raises a glass for our lost brothers and sisters. So I'm guessing the board simply said that the Hope is lost. So the Hope's supposed to arrive a few years after Groundbreaker. Interesting. I wonder if the Hope arrived on schedule. Will things be better than it is now for the common folk? I'm not sure.
Glad to help.
I mean, by common folk, I mean people like the ones who live in Edgewater, being squeezed by ridiculous company policy and rules and fees and as such. I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
What do you know about sublight salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
According to Vicar Max, sublight salvage is an organized crime group, I guess. That's all I needed to know about work.
All right.
What can you tell me about Udom Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Sounds like a fun guy.
Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
Udon takes it to an unhealthy level.
Oh, really? Seems like there's some tension between the board and the groundbreaker.
You noticed, huh?
I'm sharp. It's hard to miss.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Oh, I see. So the companies is really reliant on the groundbreaker to make sure that they can export their shipments. If they piss off the groundbreaker can just, block any outgoing freighter from groundbreaker to outside. The question is, why do these freighters need to land in groundbreaker first? I mean, why do they need to go through groundbreaker in order to go out of the system? Why can't they just skip groundbreaker and just go outside the system, use warp, whatever? Unless the groundbreaker has a tech to disable warping. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so why do out-system shipments have to go through groundbreaker? Can't the freighters just bypass groundbreaker and just continue on their journey using warp or whatever? Why do they have to stop at groundbreaker? I don't understand. Maybe I missed something. Hold on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. Yeah, but ships have warp drives, right? Like the one demonstrated by Phineas's ship. So why do they need to go to groundbreaker first? I don't understand. Why? Why can't groundbreaker and the board just work together?
This really must be your first time here. There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
I'm glad it terrifies them, the bastards keep pushing them. Sounds complicated.
Sounds like, yeah. But from where I sit, it's all coming through loud and clear. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
So the groundbreaker can't be too hard stand C. You know, can't have too hard of a stance against the board because Leonard implies that the board has far superior military and they could destroy the groundbreaker. The reason why they didn't may because it would be too much hassle to wage war against the groundbreaker, so they play along. But in order to maintain this situation, the groundbreaker has to know not to push the board too hard. That's what Leonard was saying, right? Interesting. Thanks for the info.
Sure thing. Be seeing you. Hey there. Be seeing you.
Yo. Oh, it's stealing. Can we close this door? Okay, this door isn't closable. Okay, fine.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking at the cargo.
Bird? Why is it bird? Interesting, why is it bird? Maybe go through here.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
What? Watching the news is mandated? Dang it.
We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't afford a bed.
Halcyon News. Chairman salutes Earth Minister Clark. Chairman Rockwell took time out from his busy schedule today to talk to us about Minister Clark and his impact on the colony. Working with Minister Clark has been truly wonderful this past 8 years, he said. His predecessor did a fine job, but Clark's brilliance cannot be overstated. The early retirement program is just the latest in a long line of initiatives he has spearheaded that will ensure Halcyon continues to be the envy of all the outer colonies. We couldn't agree more, Mr. Chairman. Halcyon News, Media Circus around circus time clowns. The politics of Tossball have grown increasingly turbulent of late, with the circus time clowns trading out every single member of the team. Asked to comment on the upheaval, the Owners League released a statement saying that the clowns' failure to reach the finals was a deciding factor in their organizational rearrangement. When questioned about the values of this overhauled team, a representative from the clowns stated that their goals remain the same as ever: toss, ball, win, repeat. The clown circus time. No longer have players then. Or I mean athletes, of tossball athletes. Why is she sleeping? Oh, this must be her break time. Yeah, let her sleep. She needs rest, as do we all. Rasengoki card, hold on. Is anyone seeing me? No, right? Nice. Rasengoki card. What is this? Rasengoki card. I got it. Is this a... Wait, hold on. There's supposed to be a secret path here somehow. Hold on. Where is the secret path? How can I access it? There's supposed to be a secret path over here. How do I access it? I don't know. Maybe meant for later, maybe.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products.
Fuck.
Military service does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial, participation medal, training, or weapon. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news, no we in Halcyon, and no Mercury in Saltuna.
What the hell? Steve Door. Bird.
It's always fucking freezing.
Welcome. Oh, I see.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time
Heading
for
back.
a KYO.
Add drone, Rizos. Rizos what? Rizos buy now. 10% more packaging. What? 10% more packaging, not content? What the hell?
Why do we let people more heavily armed than us on?
Yeah, I wondered that myself. Okay, this is the groundbreaker. Is this the promenade? I think so.
Sugar gel ice and purple berry flavored power nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
That maniac on Monarch still screaming into the comms.
I picked up some weird chatter on my way in. Seemed to come from Monarch?
Resengo, The Lost Hope. Solution vital. Dr. Wanda Dorset, one of the local doctors, has been waiting on a shipment of medical automechanicals that has yet to arrive. Corporal Wheeler at Groundbreaker Custom asks you to update Dr. Dorset in sickbay with the status of her shipment. Solution vital. Huh. What is it? Oh, over there. Spacer's Choice. Oh, it's stealing. Okay, never mind then. Is this it? Hold on. Talk, Martin Callahan.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
You work for Spacer's Choice. Ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation Aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Well, don't go looking into it. I know because they're using Sprat, right?
If you did, that'd be good, actually. They could use the help.
And if you do, please don't mention us.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker. Or this stall. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
I've got to ask you about the heads.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
You doing alright in there?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable.
Can you see in there?
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Do you miss eating solid food?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon Colony.
Do you have to sleep with it on?
Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
Does Spacer's Choice make you wear that?
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat.
Do you need help? Do you need me to help get you out of there?
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint.
Where can I get a head like yours?
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
I am addressing the man beneath the mask. Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
He's bleak, I guess. Sorry if I push you too hard, Martin.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to.
Okay. What do you sell here?
Anything and everything. Whatever you want, we got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that too.
Must be shoddy quality if it is replacing.
Just the opposite. Spacer's Choice items are always new, hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop buying new stuff. Oh, sorry. Got the line wrong. You want me to do it again?
The line?
It's a script. If I don't follow it to a T, I might lose my job. You want me to do it right?
If you wouldn't mind.
Spacer's Choice items are always new, hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop improving their lives with our fine products. You could go broke buying overpriced Aramid gear, or you could buy from us at a much more reasonable rate.
This price still seems steep to me. But it sounds like Aramid gear won't break the first time you use it.
That's why you should get a backup or 3. Become a frequent buyer. Join our Friendship Rewards program. Program currently unapproved in Alpha, rewards and friendship pending.
Let's see what you've got for the sale.
Have a look.
Oh, the hat. Moonman helmet. You asked for it, you got it. A genuine Spacer's Choice Moonman helmet, based on the most popular mascot in Spacer's Choice's marketing history. Enjoy. Plot tutorial. Reward 1 perk point. Spacer's Choice found a flaw in you, compulsive spender. After having spent so many bits, you're likely to offer more bits when making a purchase. Reward 1 perk point. I don't know. Maybe accept.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear?
What?
You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Okay, it seems like Aldervaris needs to take a little bit rest over here, sitting down here. Okay, until next time.